Hello viewers, welcome in another episode, and today I want to present three, in my opinion, most interesting best 1/64 scale Ferrari models, diecast models in my collection. It's not like they are the best of the best, there is nothing better. No, there are better models, there are resin models which are usually much better, but not always, than diecast. But in my opinions, those are three the best ones, diecast 1/64 scale models I have. There will be more Ferraris shown in the future. For some of you, probably some of those will be better than those I will present today. But I'm honest, those are the best in my opinion. Three different brands, three different Ferraris, only one is licensed. None of those is perfect, they have some issues, but still those are great castings. We will start with the black one, Tomica Limited Vintage Neo Ferrari GTO. I will start with the box. Box is very nice, and I have this premium Tomica Limited Vintage or Vintage Neo look. Information about scale 1/64, drawing of Ferrari GTO. Then under it we have short story, but in Japanese. Anyway, if you can read Japanese, feel free to pause and read it. You can even translate it for us. Some information about product. Then there is transparent blister, black blister. Under this blister is something which drives me mad when we think about how much those models cost. Asking buyer to fix mirrors, side mirrors, on his own, that's a little bit meh, but this is Tomica Limited Vintage, and they are quite famous for that, for this. Not like every car will be made like that, no, but it's too often in my opinion. But back to what is most important. Model isn't that old, it's 2021 production. 1/64 scale, of course, fully licensed. That's the only licensed model we will see today, sadly. It's riveted, it's not screwed together. Of course, rubber tires with tread, and even it's not that old, there is problem. It's too common problem with Tomica as well, issues with paint, especially if it's black or red. It won't stop me from buying Tomica, but if someone is thinking about buying those, keep in mind, maybe not now, but after some time, there is possibility of paint rush. Okay, it can be polished, etc., but still, it's not what we would expect from models we are paying so much. Very nice front, acrylic lights, nice metal badge, logo, no pop-up lights, as it's working pop-up lights like it's sometimes in Tomica models, especially Tomica Premium or Takara Tomy. We have wiper blades which are rather basic one, not bad interior, two-tone, black seat and console, steering wheel with logo, and rest is grayish. There are some details, not the best details, but they are okay. Wheels, I'm a little bit torn because the rims looks like they should, but they look also rather plastic, not like they are metal chrome or polished metal. No, it looks like plastic, but they are very, very good anyway. We have indicators, we have another badges on the side, then we have brake discs and brake calipers, simplified because those are like one piece. Brake discs are not rotating, and same about rear wheels, but it's okay. This isn't toy, I won't be playing with it, so no problem at all. As you can see, we can open engine compartment. Rear is very nice with, again, acrylic headlamps, nice exhaust. We have transmission, registration plate, GTO and prancing horse. The engine is not bad, it's not like fantastic. Not so long ago I presented a Motor Helix model Mazda 7A7B, so compared to that model, this is very, very simplified, but it's still not bad. It's quite well done, nice addition. And we can now close engine compartment. So this is our first model. Then we have a Ferrari F40 LM made by Technomodel. There is no information about license at all. It's 1/64 scale. It's a Modena yellow 1996 press version, so presentation. Ferrari F40 LM, limited to 250 pieces, whatever. And there are other color versions, so I'm always very skeptical about those limited. Inside, it's rather disappointing because we have this styrofoam box. The model itself is bolted here. On the top we have support for engine cover, so you now know we can see engine details as well. The engine cover is was stored there. Not too fancy, but on the other side maybe it doesn't look great, but it protects model very, very well. So there is something good, something bad as well. The model itself, engine cover is on the model. Sadly, there is no magnetos. It's fitting rather well, you know. If we take into consideration gravity is all which holds it there, it's not bad at all. And maybe we will start with engine cover. Look at the back. I will turn macro. Acrylic headlamps, very nice, and then photo etched metal mesh, which is proper mesh. You can see my fingers behind, and you can see now my fingers behind. As you can see, really no magnetos. I think there are places where those could be fitted in theory, but it's only in theory because there is no place where they can be put on the car itself. Looking at the car, again, mesh, proper mesh, not just plastic imitating mesh. Even the small vents, this is proper mesh. Headlamps, we can see some issues with paint there, inside and outside on this one, but it's because we have 3x magnification. But then again, it's important to show you those things properly, because if someone wants to buy this one, and it's not that cheap because prices are between 30, 35 to 50 euro, even more depending on color and seller, because some things they are selling God knows what. It must be something made from gold, pure gold. So there is another small issue. Look at this patch. It's a little bit too much to the right. But again, this is so tiny item. Now you can see my fingers. So you can see how small it is, and placing it even so close to be central line and straight is amazing thing. Then you know, apart from issues with black paint, the headlamps are really nice. Those vents we have black inside, so it adds some depth. Fantastic wiper blades, including those holes. This is separate piece. Again, I'll be honest, it shouldn't be as straight. You can see it's not laying flat on the glass, but again, this is 1/64 scale. Maybe compared to Hot Wheels, this model is more expensive, but it's still not as expensive, not even close as expensive as good 1/64 scale resin Ferrari F40 model. We have some paint issues about yellow. It's a very difficult color to paint, especially on such small models. Very nice wheels, still a little bit plasticky, but not bad at all. We have brake discs and brake calipers. Again, those are not rotating, and wheels are barely rotating. And there are some issues, and sometimes the rim will stop and you can just rotate tire. As you can see here, we have repeaters, small badge, mirrors, which are proper mirrors, but this one, as you can see, it's not perfect. This one is aligned perfectly. Rear wheels, same story. We have brake calipers, discs, etc. The rear wheels are not turning, and here you can see why there could be no magnetos, because even we have those holes above wheels. Putting magnetos on wheels would be stupid. Interior wise, very nice. Red seats, black interior. Otherwise could be better, because they could put more colors, you know. Even look here, we have fire extinguisher, I think, and it's just black. Those side windows are very nice, and seats are very nice as well. No harnesses. The best part of this model is engine compartment. It's not as good as in Mazda 787B I showed not so long ago, but it's much better than in Tomica Limited Vintage, and it's better than in Ferrari 250 California. I will show you soon. You can see there is plenty of details, and especially exhaust is looking very nice. We have coolers, intercoolers, heads, etc. Manifolds, transmission. Very nice details indeed. And the last one, not because it's the worst or it's the best, I will show you, and already presented two of those, which are the best in my collection, in my opinion. But it's not like one is better than another. Those are just most interesting in my opinion. Here we have Ferrari 250 California, short wheelbase, 1960, made by GFCC. I like this company, even those are not licensed models, but they are making beautiful, fantastic 1/64 scale diecast models of vintage cars, not those most models, most popular. No. And as you can see here, it's not just car itself. We have Mr. Enzo Ferrari and chair. Very nice thing. Then this is we have roof, but I prefer it without roof. Roof again, you can put it there, but it will be held by gravitation, nothing else. And then looking at interior, what's the point of covering it with roof? It's nice option, good they add it, but why should we do it? Steering wheel, it's nice model of something simulating metal and wood with Ferrari logo, but if you look from this side, the chrome is only in the front. Still, it's very nice. We have switches, ashtray. Look at inside of the door. We have door handle. We can even wind windows. We have something to grab and close those doors. We have gouges on the middle. In the middle, below, as I said, some switches. We have speedometer and rev counter, and those are very nicely done. Very nicely. We have imitation of digits. We have red arms. So it's beautifully done. We have even mirror there. Engine, it's not as good as in a 40LM, but it's still very nice. I would say it's very similar to what Tomica offers. It's not as complicated and detailed because it's older engine, so it's simpler, but it's still very well made. And most important, when we close it, engine compartment fits almost perfectly. And this is it's good and it's bad, but more about this in a few seconds. We have boot there. We can open and close it, and it fits very well as well, and it's much harder to open than engine cover. It's really hard to open, and that's what's the problem with those very well fitted opening elements. Those are difficult to open, and you must be careful because otherwise you can damage those tiny details there. So look at the front, acrylic headlamps, including those tiny small ones. We have photo etched mesh in the front. I won't lie, it's a little bit flat when you look at it with such magnification. It's not so bad without magnification because it looks then more realistic. But again, I want to show you exactly how it is, so you can eventually make your mind if you want to buy something like this or not. It's limited, 499 pieces, again different colors, so whatever. If it's important for you, then you know it's limited. If it's not important, as for me, then it's just information you can forget soon. Wiper blades, not bad. For 1/64 scale, I would say they are very nice. Wheels, fantastic wheels. Of course, those could be made better. It could be like proper mesh, because we can see there is no real holes. But anyway, it's very nice representation of those very complicated wheels. So even in such form, those are fantastic. We have those vents here, very well made. We have door handles, which by the way are door handles because there are gaps there. Rear exhaust, bumper, acrylic headlamps, and small painted lamps with silver trim. So those are 3 models I wanted to present you today. Which one you think is the best of those? And it's up to you, or you can just write it's the best because it's so perfectly made or close to perfectly made, or because I like it. You can give me your proposition about what you think is worth to have in collection in 1/64 scale. I will present more of those, including some with open engine compartments, etc., removable parts. So maybe at some point someone will write, oh, listen to you, put these 3 here, I think this is better. I would welcome this because your voice is important. But for this video, that's all. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your comments eventually. And as usual, all the best for all of you and see you soon. Bye bye.